If you follow fitness influencers, scroll through social media, or read health blogs, you've probably heard of NAD plus supplements like NR and NMN. They are being heavily promoted as the ultimate anti-aging miracle, promising to erase wrinkles, skyrocket your energy, and literally recharge your cellular batteries. But before you spend your hard-earned money, you need to watch this. The entire multi-million-dollar industry is built on the claim that our NAD plus levels plummet as we get older. Except, massive new scientific studies published in 2025 and 2026 just revealed that this aging decline might be completely wrong. In fact, human blood levels of NAD plus actually stay completely stable as we age, and traditional lab tests might be just flawed. In this video, we are breaking down the brand new science, the hidden risks like fueling hidden cancer cells, and why these pills might just be an expensive way to produce high-priced urine. Let's dive in. What is NAD plus, and why does our body need it? To understand this elusive topic, we first have to understand the basic biology. NAD plus stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. It is directly derived from vitamin B3. It is a coenzyme, a helper molecule that is found inside every single living cell in your body. Without it, you would die in a matter of seconds. NAD plus has two main jobs in the human body. 1. The cellular power plant. Inside your cells are tiny structures called mitochondria. You might remember them from science class as the powerhouses of the cell. Mitochondria take the food you eat, like carbohydrates and fats, and turn it into a chemical fuel called ATP, which your body uses to move, think, breathe, and live. NAD plus acts like a delivery truck in this process. It carries electrons back and forth, allowing the mitochondria to generate energy. 2. The cellular repair crew. Beyond making energy, NAD plus acts like a supervisor for your cell's maintenance crew. It turns on special proteins called sirtuins and enzymes called PARPs. These proteins act like a biological emergency response team. They repair damaged DNA, reduce harmful inflammation, and protect your cells from daily wear and tear. The old story versus the new science. The old theory, the supposed aging problem. For years, the multi-million-dollar supplement industry was built on one simple premise. As we age, our NAD plus levels plummet. Scientists originally discovered this by studying lab mice. When older, sluggish mice were given NAD plus precursors in their water, the results looked like science fiction. Their mitochondria reverted to a youthful state. They experienced bursts of energy, ran much farther on treadmills, and in some rodent models, actually lived longer. The conclusion seemed obvious. If dropping NAD plus levels cause us to age, we can reverse aging by swallowing NAD plus pills. The plot twist. Recent human studies may tell otherwise. However, humans are not oversized mice. In 2025 and 2026, two massive, highly rigorous scientific papers suggested that the NAD plus decline we thought happened in human aging might not actually be true. 1. The May 2026 Nature Metabolism study. Tretovich et al., 2026. This study analyzed 7 independent groups of human volunteers using highly advanced mass spectrometry. They found that human whole blood NAD plus levels do not vary with age or standard lifestyle changes. So why did earlier human studies say NAD plus drops? This paper may have solved this mystery. It revealed that traditional lab methods might be flawed. When human blood is frozen and thawed in standard labs, the NAD plus molecule rapidly breaks down. Past scientists weren't seeing aging, they were seeing the molecule degrade in the freezer. 2. The 2025 bioRxiv study. Euro et al., 2025. A different group of researchers developed another ultra-precise technology to measure redox metabolites in the blood of 299 healthy people aged 18 to 70. They discovered that in healthy individuals, blood NAD plus levels remain completely stable and unchanged as people grow older. Although this article awaits peer review, the fact that its conclusions mirror those of the 2026 Nature Metabolism article is compelling. In addition, another study published in 2025, also in Nature Metabolism, conducted in mice, Chubanova et al., 2025, found that reducing NAD plus levels in muscle by as much as 85% didn't appear to affect their functioning, and lifelong NAD depletion did not accelerate muscle aging or impair whole-body metabolism. This suggests that, even in mice, the correlation between NAD+ levels and physiological functioning is weaker than previously claimed. The scientific uncertainty. What happens when we take supplements? If healthy human blood maintains stable NAD+ levels naturally throughout life, what happens when you take an NAD+ booster like NR, nicotinamide riboside, or NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide? The newest 2025 and 2026 data confirmed that these supplements do successfully raise the amount of NAD+ circulating in your bloodstream. However, they revealed two major complications that make experts heavily question their value. 1. The wild roller coaster of individual response. The 2025 BioRxiv study showed that when people take NAD+ boosters, their blood levels shoot up by 4 to 6 times, but the exact increase is wildly unpredictable and varies dramatically from person to person. Because everyone absorbs and processes the supplement completely differently, a dose that does nothing for one person might completely flood another. Without a doctor running specialized high-tech blood tests, buying a random bottle over the counter is total guesswork. 2. Blood levels versus real health benefits. Just because a pill increases a number in your blood test does not mean it is making you younger or healthier. While some small studies have shown modest, localized benefits, such as slight improvements in muscle insulin sensitivity or minor boosts in walking endurance for elderly individuals, major clinical reviews show no definitive proof that these supplements extend human lifespan, sharpen memory, or erase systemic aging in healthy adults. Because of this, major regulatory bodies like the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, do not approve these supplements to treat or prevent aging. In fact, the FDA has heavily restricted how certain precursors like NMN can be marketed, classifying them as investigational new drugs undergoing evaluation rather than standard dietary supplements. The risks and warnings. The unfinished story. Before you spend your money, you must understand that the science is entirely unfinished, and taking these pills is not completely risk-free. 1. Redox fingerprints and disease. The 2025 BioRxiv study found that while NAD+ levels stay steady in healthy aging, they change dramatically in people suffering from specific diseases like cancer, diabetes, or neurodegenerative disorders. These conditions create unique, abnormal redox fingerprints in the blood. Because of this, scientists worry that self-medicating with massive doses of NAD+ boosters could disrupt your body's delicate internal chemistry, especially if you have an underlying health condition you don't know about yet. 2. The cancer connection, a theoretical risk. One of the most serious debates among scientists involves cancer. Cancer cells are abnormal cells that divide rapidly and uncontrollably. Because they work so hard to multiply, cancer cells require massive amounts of energy. Some researchers worry that if you artificially flood your body with NAD+, you might accidentally provide fuel to hidden or developing cancer cells, helping them grow or repair themselves faster. While studies have not proven that NAD+ supplements cause cancer, some animal studies suggest that lowering NAD+ can slow tumor growth. Until we have long-term human data, which will take decades to collect, caution is highly warranted, especially for individuals with a family history of cancer. 3. Financial cost versus true value. NAD+ supplements are notoriously expensive. A single month's supply of high-quality NR or NMN can easily cost between $50 and $100, and boutique IV infusions can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars per session. Spending hard-earned money on unproven health claims is a financial risk with little guaranteed return. Spending the same money in healthy food may be much more valuable. Evidence-based best practices for your health. You do not need to spend money on expensive, unproven pills to protect your cellular energy and support healthy aging. The latest scientific consensus shows that your body is incredibly smart. If you are healthy, your system naturally preserves its own NAD+ balance. According to the latest medical research, Here are the best practices you can adopt today to optimize your cellular health, protect your body, and avoid wasting your money. 1. Move your body regularly. If there is a true miracle drug for aging, it is exercise. While the 2026 Nature Metabolism study showed that general lifestyle adjustments don't drastically alter blood NAD+ levels in healthy people, decades of muscle biology research show that consistent physical activity directly optimizes mitochondrial function inside your tissues. What to do? Aim for a mix of aerobic exercise, like brisk walking, running, or cycling, to boost your cardiovascular health, and resistance training, like lifting weights or bodyweight exercises, to maintain muscle mass and bone strength. 2. Eat a balanced anti-inflammatory diet. Your body can build its own NAD+ using nutrients found in everyday foods, such as tryptophan, an amino acid, and niacin, vitamin B3. Chronic inflammation from a poor diet acts like a leak in your cellular battery, draining your energy reserves to constantly fight off irritation. What to do? Focus on a diet rich in whole foods, leafy green vegetables, colorful fruits, nuts, seeds, eggs, and lean proteins, like fish and chicken. 3. Avoid NAD+ draining habits. Certain lifestyle choices accelerate the destruction of your natural cellular health. Limit alcohol. Binge drinking and heavy alcohol consumption cause massive stress to your liver. Your body is forced to use up huge amounts of its internal NAD+ stores just to metabolize and detoxify the alcohol, leaving less energy for DNA repair. Avoid overeating. Constantly overloading your body with excessive calories bogs down the metabolic pathways, making your natural cellular metabolism less efficient. 4. Prioritize quality sleep. Your body performs the vast majority of its cellular cleanup and DNA repair while you sleep. Research shows that cellular repair enzymes follow your biological clock, circadian rhythm. Poor sleep schedules disrupt this rhythm, throwing off your cell's natural repair cycles. What to do? Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night, and try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Conclusion. The verdict on NAD+. The science of NAD+ is a fascinating window into how our bodies function at a cellular level. It is completely true that NAD+ is vital for your energy, your DNA health, and your survival. However, the latest science has delivered a massive reality check to the supplement industry. We now know that healthy human blood does not lose its NAD+ simply because we get older, and throwing unguided, massive doses of boosters into your system triggers highly unpredictable individual reactions. The marketing promises are currently miles ahead of reality, the long-term safety risks are not fully understood, and the products can be a major waste of money. Instead of looking for health inside an expensive supplement bottle, the most effective, evidence-based strategy is to focus on the foundations of biology that we know work: regular exercise, a nutritious diet, limiting alcohol, and protecting your sleep. These lifestyle choices cost very little, carry zero harmful side effects, and are proven by science to keep your cellular batteries running strong for a long, vibrant life. One last note. While the longevity community has embraced NAD+ boosters, particularly NMN, as a powerful tool to boost cellular NAD+ levels, the rigorous scientific community urges patience. Exciting human clinical trials are currently ongoing worldwide to evaluate if NMN can effectively combat age-related frailty, improve insulin sensitivity, and enhance physical endurance. However, we do not yet have conclusive long-term results regarding its real-world efficacy or extended safety profiles. Translating dramatic anti-aging discoveries from rodents to complex human biology is a monumental task, and initial human data remains inconsistent. Therefore, the public should wait for the definitive data from these large-scale randomized controlled trials to emerge. Only once these robust studies are complete can medical professionals safely and accurately decide if NMN should be used as a standard health asset, who stands to benefit the most from its properties, and how it should be properly dosed and administered for targeted public health promotion or disease treatment. Until then, approach the trend with cautious optimism and let the scientific process unfold. If you find this episode helpful, please share it with someone you care about.